Right, so I can only apologise for the glare coming from that light, but I've already left it way too long to do a video about this, but Hugh Jackman is coming back for Deadpool 3. He's coming back as Wolverine, and it's been confirmed that Deadpool 3 is going to be in the MCU. How much of the movie is going to be in the MCU, I don't know. If I were to predict, I would say the whole movie is going to be in the Deadpool universe, in the Fox universe, and then either right at the end of the movie, or like the final act, or an after credit scene is just him being like, "Hey, I'm in the MCU now," or or like what I've seen a lot of people theorizing, or by a lot of people I mean South and Comic Pop theorizing, is that this movie is going to be a buddy road trip movie going through the multiverse with Deadpool and Logan. And if that is that, if this is what Multiverse of Madness really should have been, just showing off all a bunch of different multiverses that are like X-Men related, then cool, sure, do that. You have X amount of actors. You have X amount of actors that can come in and do that have, you know, have contracts that, you know, can still come back and play these characters. Like, are we gonna get James Marsden coming back? Are we gonna get, you know, the Halle Berry? Is Patrick Stewart gonna come back once again? You know, just from the news of Hugh Jackman coming back for Deadpool 3, you know from that news they're going to have, like, you're going to get a comic accurate suit. You're gonna get that scene where he's suiting up, and then you're gonna get that playing in the background. You know that's going to happen at some point in this movie. Whether it's leading into the third act, I don't know. But I'm so excited. I don't think this negates Logan at all. Yes, Logan is a beautiful film. Yes, it's the perfect send-off to any superhero ever outside of Avengers Endgame. Even then, I think Logan as a singular movie, as a singular experience, is probably better than Endgame. It's just Endgame was years in the making. Logan was like a singular character's end in this universe, in like a universe that's not really had much cohesion. Logan is like the standout movie of that, because it is the end of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine until now. But this is if you want to say that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine coming back for Deadpool 3 negates the impact of his death in Logan, then you're gonna have to say the same thing for the deaths of every character that showed back up in No Way Home. You've got to say that, oh, that negate, or Norman Osborn showing back up in Spider-Man No Way Home negates his death in Spider-Man 1 in 2002. One, no the fuck it doesn't. Two, Norman Osborn has probably done better in No Way Home. The Dr. Octopus has probably done... I won't say that, actually, because I have because that would be wrong. But Alfred Molina's performance is equally as good in No Way Home as it is in Spider-Man 2. So, and Lizard and Electro and Sandman are leagues above what they are in their respective other universe movies. So, I don't think this... Do I think... The only question that I have is this going to be a rated R movie? Because the best Deadpool we've seen, or the only Deadpool we've seen really, outside of X-Men Origins Wolverine, which that wasn't even Deadpool. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't Deadpool. That was a travesty, that movie. But outside of that, everything we've seen of Deadpool has been rated R, and the best Wolverine we've seen has been rated R. So, is this movie going to be rated R? Will Disney allow an MCU Deadpool movie to be rated R? They've allowed the Netflix shows to come onto Disney Plus, and they haven't censored those. So, I'd argue yes. I'd argue they would do it. The only reason why they haven't done rated R before now, I think they would want to start doing rated R movies before Blade. They would do Deadpool 3 because it's like the third in the trilogy. You know, it's you know, there's already a status quo for Deadpool is a more violent superhero anyway. It's not even like it's questionable whether he is a superhero, and you know, there's the status quo that he is, you know, violent, and it is an R-rated experience, R-rated movie. There's already that kind of, if you go like Deadpool 1 R-rated, Deadpool 2 R-rated, Deadpool 3 PG-13, it won't make sense. And then a Deadpool fan from the comics going into a Deadpool movie with Wolverine and it being PG-13, you've missed the mark there. The only like thing what I'm questioning about that is Disney going to do that? And Disney has been known to push the boat out in previous years, like having actual skeletons show up in Pirates of the Caribbean 1, having some quite frightening imagery in that, or frightening for kids anyway. But the thing is though, with the Fox acquisition, there's a lot more R-rated. Do you just say to Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and the director of Deadpool 3, do you just say, do what you want with this movie, or do you be like, or does Kevin Feige step in and be like, this is what I want, this is the image that you have, now I'm going to MCUify it. This is what you did with the previous two movies, now I'm going to MCUify the whole thing. And I don't necessarily want that with a Deadpool movie, especially not Deadpool 3. If it was Deadpool 1, and if it was a reboot, and if you were completely ripping down the status quo and rebuilding a new one, there's an argument to be made about making it PG-13 or making it a 12 in British in England, because here, like, movie ratings are U, PG, 12, 15, 18. I don't know what, because, like, I assume R is a 15, and, like, M for mature would be an 18, I guess. I haven't like known of any 18s to come out since I started watching movie reviews, so, or that I've seen a review on, because like that's not really my wheelhouse. Like 18s are either like hardcore horror movies or like murder porn, and that's just not for me. Neither of those are really for me. So, you know, if it's not in my wheelhouse, I'm not going to watch videos about it, and I'm not going to know what an 18 in America is. I could Google it, but I've never felt inclined to. But yeah, I guess it's M. I assume it's M. But yeah, I I don't know. I think it will be rated R. I don't see a reason for it not to be. I think people overcomplicated it in their heads. I think like you've got the name recognition. You've obviously spent a lot of money on this already because Hugh Jackman said he didn't want to come back. He said, "I'm done with Wolverine now," and now he's back. There's only one reason why he would be back, and that's cash money, baby. Yeah, the hugest of Ackmans is back because of the hugest of paychecks. Is an easy 90 million here. They paid 40 million to get Harrison Ford back for Star Wars to kill him off. I don't think they're going to kill off Wolverine again because they've done it already. They've done it in the best way they can possibly do it. So I don't think they're going to do it again. The question that I have is if Deadpool's going into the Old Man Logan universe, which I don't think he is. I think he's going into the main Fox X-Men universe, like the original trilogy universe. So we're going to get Hugh Jackman with the big black Wolverine hair again. I don't think it's going to be the Old Man Logan universe because you don't want to do that again. Yeah, it was popular, but it was popular because it was so different and it felt so... It would feel really out of place having stuff from that movie with Deadpool. It would feel weird. So I would rather see a more just starting in the X-Men Wolverine. I would rather, like, even if you do the Wolverine from Days of Future Past, I think that would be more that would be better, I think, than doing the Old Man Logan one. Because, like, why is that the one you want to see? Surely you would want Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine that you know, so that when he puts the suit on, it will make sense, and it will be like the first time he's putting the suit on, not like him putting the suit on and then he gets memories of everyone in the X-Men dying, and you don't want that in the middle of your Deadpool movie. This is Wolverine coming back for Deadpool 3. It's not Old Man Logan 2. And I don't want Wolverine to die in this. I just want maybe Hugh Jackman doesn't step foot in the 616 or in the MCU. It's the 616 according to Kevin Feige. It's not according to comic book fans or comic book readers. I don't actually know what the official terminology for the MCU universe is. I just call it the Marvel movies. I just call it the movies. You know, the MCU, I call it that. I don't know of it as a number. People know of it as a number. Some people do. Those people are more nerdy than even me. And look at my room. Like, fuck. But yeah, Hugh Jackman's coming back. I'm excited. I don't care if they killed him off in Logan. That movie is amazing, and it's still amazing. It will always be amazing. And this doesn't make it less amazing. It just means that we can get more cool things, and we can get Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds to banter off of each other in a movie, which I don't think they've done before. We've seen them banter with each other in videos and in like promotional stuff and like in little like gag reels and stuff, but we've never had a movie where it's just Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds bantering off each other like they do in real life, because they're friends, and when you have two real life friends bantering off each other in a movie, you believe it more, and you actually believe, like, you actually believe that they are that they could be friends in this universe because they're friends in real life. So yeah, I have no problems with this. I don't want Hugh Jackman to be the Wolverine of the MCU. I think, he might be too old to carry a franchise. I know he's only like in his early 50s, and Mahershala Ali, who's going to be playing Blade, is 50 or 51. I don't know. He's either 50 or 51. Or I think he's actually 48. So I apologise for putting an extra 2 years on your lifespan, Mahershala Ali, if you're watching this. But he's not watching this. Apparently that Blade movie, apparently it's going to suck. I wouldn't believe everything you read on the internet. If you read Kevin Feige stretched too thin. Kevin Feige has no real he just tells people his ideas and then they run with it. He doesn't really, I don't think he can be stretched too thin because he doesn't do that much anyways. He's just like a creative director. He's like the head honcho of deciding what happens in the universe. So he just says, this is the movie we're going to make. You go ahead and make it, but you have this preset guidelines of tone, what you're allowed to say, don't have too much blood and gore. And then with the Blade movie, they're probably like, this is going to be R-rated, so have blood and gore in it as much as you want. You're not allowed to put Morbius in the movie, though. That maybe is an after-credit sequence, because who fucking knows what universes anyone's in anymore. Fuck. But, yeah. The multiverse saga, anything can happen. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine. Willem Dafoe's back as Glidey Man. Everybody's back. Eric Bana people want back for some reason, even though that movie was god fucking terrible. Just be happy with what you have now. This isn't the flop era of the MCU. This is the weird, we've just come out of, this is the weird downtime. This is the filler arc. You know how anime has a filler arc? No one watches anime, and when it goes to the filler episodes, like Goku learning how to drive a car, and no one goes into that episode thinking, oh, Dragon Ball will be dead in a year. This episode was crap, so that means that everything in Dragon Ball is going to die, and it's going to suck from now on. And there's going to be video essays and 5-hour-long videos about Goku's driving lesson, and they're going to be like 5 hours of people talking about how shit that one episode is and why it spells the end for the MCU, and people are going to be why it spells the end for DBZ. And oh my god, the current landscape of Marvel fans and Marvel fans is so toxic at the moment. I fucking hate it, because we're all nerds. Can we just be happy that She-Hulk has a show, even though it might not be the best show in the world? Just be happy that they're making a show about She-Hulk based on the Dan Slott run. Can we be happy that Shang-Chi's got a movie? Can we be happy that the Eternals got a movie? Can we be happy that Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be in a movie together? Can we be happy that we're going to get another Blade? Can we be happy that we're going to get Secret Wars eventually in a few years? Can we be happy that we're going to get 2 Avengers movies in the same year? Yes, I am secretly worried, and I think one of them is going to be delayed. But can we be happy that that's something that we may get? Stop moaning about Taskmaster. Stop moaning about bad villains. Stop moaning about all of this shit. It's been... It's been over a year. Actually, it's been over a year since Black Widow came out, and people are still talking about People are still talking about how bad Taskmaster was. That's why Twitter is a cesspool. Every time I made a tweet about maybe Taskmaster will be redeemed in the Thunderbolts movie, and that Taskmaster and Ghost are the only characters on there that make sense, and it's cool that Yelena's in there because I like Yelena as a character, and the more that we get to see Florence Pugh, the better, to be honest, because now that Elizabeth Olsen's gone, we need some eye candy. I'm so sorry. No, I don't. No, I take that back. Now that Elizabeth Olsen's gone, we need some personality. Yeah. But Taskmaster and Ghost are the only two characters that have been Thunderbolts and that have unique abilities, and they can actually make Taskmaster a character. And this was my entire thing. And then I got sent like this minute-long video of just a compilation of YouTubers talking about how much they didn't like Taskmaster in Black Widow, and my reaction, my tweet was about how they can fix Taskmaster. Not that I thought she was good in Black Widow, but that I think she can be better in another movie. And and then I get like 300 pictures of just the Taskmaster in the movie, and then the stuntman, and Taskmaster in the movie, and stuntman, and a woman, and then Taskmaster can only be fixed if they kill her at the start of the movie and bring in a man. And it's like, fuck you people, fuck all of you, Jesus Christ. Taskmaster can be fixed with a better script. Taskmaster can be fixed by giving that character lines. Taskmaster, if Taskmaster was a man, right, but still had no lines and still had no dialogue and was still as shit as they were in Black Widow, right? The YouTubers that you put in that compilation would still have ragged on it. The movie critics would have still said, that's a boring villain. But I swear to God, people would not still be talking about it a year after it came out. And you know why? You know why? Because male characters in comic books don't need to be men. Especially if 90% of the time they wear masks. Can I just get that out there? Yes, if Spider-Man was being portrayed as, if Spider-Man was being played by friggin' Demi Lovato, just to throw a random name in there, that wouldn't be right, because Spider-Man, and then they still say, oh, that's Peter Parker. No, that's Demi Lovato. Peter Parker. No, it's Demi Lovato. No, it's Peter Parker. It's not. But the thing, my response to that is, she can still be Tony Masters, Tony with an I. She can still be a compelling character if they write her well. That's the thing. She can still have the core tenets of Taskmaster as a character, you know, the whole supervillain school, the whole, like, photographic memory, the short-term memory loss, that can all be portrayed, and that has nothing to do with the gender. And the gender of Taskmaster as a character does not matter at all. Do I think it's shit that they used a stuntman for an actress, for a female actress? Yes, sure. Do I think that means that there's a problem with the character being female? No, I just think cast a female stunt woman. Cast a stunt woman to do the stunts for a woman, and cast a stunt man to do the stunts for a man. You know, don't be mad at the person saying that the Taskmaster could be good because it was a man doing the stunts for a woman. Be mad at Marvel for casting a stunt man to do the stunts for a woman. Anyways, that's got nothing to do with what I was actually talking about. You're allowed to be excited for Marvel stuff. That's the point. And I'm excited to see Hugh Jackman come back as Wolverine. I don't think it's going to last that long. I think at most we are getting Hugh Jackman in this and possibly Hugh Jackman back for Secret Wars. And that's probably when we get the send-off for all of the Secret Wars actors. And here's a controversial one. Controversial one. Edward Norton back as Bruce Banner. Think about that one. Anyone thought about that one? No one thought about that one, did they? Think about that one. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you're as excited for Deadpool 3 as I am. It's still a ways away. We've still got Ant-Man to go. Who the fuck is excited for Ant-Man 3? Apparently a lot of people. Why? I don't know. Kang's in it. It only means he's in it for like 5 seconds. He got a line in the trailer. Plenty of characters have got lines in trailers and only been in the movie for 5 seconds. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. See you guys in the next one. Peace.